Hi there guys, Tom Quayle here for Sound Effects Premiere in Ormskirk. Back again with another demo. This time I'm looking at this tiny little device here. This is the Roland Microcube GX. And this is basically the newest version of the Cube amp, the Microcube in this case. Tiny as it is, it punches out a big sound. It's got a ton of options on it and quite a few really interesting updates. So compared to the original Microcube, there's an effect added. We've got the what they call the heavy octave, which is a really cool octave effect, obviously. They've got the extreme amp on there as well. All the usual kind of, the original Cosm amps, the same kind of effects on there, the delay and reverb and then the modulation effects. But also new is this Cube Link. If I just move this cable out of the way, Cube Link or iCube Link. That basically allows you to connect it directly to any iOS device and use this as a tiny audio interface with all of these options for recording, and also link back via effectively like an aux in here and have backing tracks. There's even an app that comes with a load of backing tracks included with the unit, allowing you to play them through the Cube and have great sound if you're busking or doing small gigs and you just want to take this with you. It's a really, really great little package. Battery powered as well. We're running off the AC adapter, but it's battery powered as well should you require it. We'll run off a series of AA batteries. Tiny little speaker here with a little ported bass port on there to give you a little bit more bottom end. This thing sounds way bigger than it actually is. Now we've mic'd it up with an SM57, probably the best way to let you hear it. We're mixing a little bit of room mic audio as well so you can kind of hear it, because micing up such a small speaker is kind of tricky to make it sound as big as it actually does. And I'm using this beautiful John Page Ashburn classic guitar, also available from Sound Effects Premiere. Now, I'm starting, as you can see, on the JC Clean amplifier. We've got the tone control, we'll set that to 12 o'clock, volume halfway up, gain halfway up. The master is up. This is quite loud, but obviously that helps us to capture the best tone through the mic. A little bit of reverb, and then the effects are actually off. Okay, one other thing, there's a memory button here as well, which allows me to actually store settings by holding that down and recall them very easily by pressing the memory button on and off just once, basically. So that's kind of cool as well. Nice new feature. And a built-in chromatic tuner this time, not a non-chromatic or diatonic tuner made for the guitar. It's a fully chromatic tuner, which is great for me because I tune my top two strings C and F, so helps me to tune. Okay, so my clean tone on the neck pickup of this guitar sounds like this. Tons of fun to play, nice and squishy, very dynamic, easy to play, and that's really important. And it sounds great through this little speaker, which is great. So let's just go through, first of all, the delay and reverb effects. We'll do the effects first, and then we'll go through the different amp models. So first of all, we get basic delay settings. Now we can start off with great kind of lovely slapback settings, really, really nice delay. And as we increase the control, it gets longer and longer. So you've got a set amount of feedback and a set amount of mix on the delay, but with a unit this size, even having the delay on there is absolutely awesome. And as you notice, it doesn't get in the way when I play. Very cool indeed. And then the maximum setting, oops, just before it went off there. So just enough, basically, enough delay for kind of ambient sounds, but as I say, it never gets in the way. Then the reverbs, little short ambient reverb. All the way up to big kind of hall-like reverbs. And then finally, there's a spring reverb on there as well, if you go right down into the bottom setting. It's got that beautiful kind of dirty kind of breakup. Very cool indeed. So I'm going to go back to a basic delay setting and I'll show you the modulation effects. So we get chorus. Starts out kind of subtle, very light. It's just going to switch down to position 4 on the guitar. So we get... all the way up to more extreme settings, and they label this as extreme. Still kind of musical though. If you... very nice indeed. Then we get the flanger. Great quality effects, and then into the phaser. Okay, moving on, we get tremolo. Rate gets quicker basically, not the depth. Let's combine that with a big reverb. Really, really nice. And then finally, the heavy octave, okay? Great tracking. So those are the effects. Let's check out some of the amp models. So we've got an acoustic simulator, which we don't want the phaser on for. So it just thins out the sound, gives you more of an acoustic kind of vibe. Of course, you can alter the tone to fit with your needs. Okay, now next we get the JC Clean, which is what you've been hearing, and then we're on to Black Panel, okay, which is like a Fender Blackface style kind of amp. So a little bit more bite, and the volume control and the gain control is just like the real amp. So let's crank the gain, bring the volume down. We get a little bit of breakup. What's lovely about that though is it's compressing in the same way as the amp would. Now if we bring the volume up as well and the master down, even more breakup, bring the tone down, less reverb. Lovely compression going on there, really easy to play. Let's back those both back down and we'll go to Brit Combo, so a little bit more gain going on here. Again, bring the volume and gain up to about halfway. Tone control back off because this is quite a bright guitar. Let's crank the gain, bring the volume back, master up a little. Super easy to play, sounds great. Okay, let's go to the classic stack. So again, a lot of gain going on here now. We're starting to get to the more higher gain settings. Very, very cool. If we back the gain off, go to the neck pickup. Lovely kind of splashy sounds. Good sustain. Back the tone control all the way off. Just to show you the range, if I bring that back up again. If you do need to bring that spikiness back in again, say using humbuckers, you can do that, which is great. Okay, then moving on, we get the Rectifier Stack. Sorry, I had to pee around there, guys, because I can't quite see. Okay, and now we get into really kind of high gain territory. So, gain all the way up, we get this. Again, roll the tone control back because it's quite a bright guitar. Combine that with some nice delay, we've got a great lead tone. Again, back off the gain, increase the volume. Almost a kind of a great fusion tone going on there, really. Responds well to pick dynamics, which is super impressive for an amp of this size. And then we get the extreme setting. So this is all the gain. Super aggressive, really high gain. So, really, really impressive. As a standalone unit, if you take the AC out, you know, you're just using batteries, decent battery life on it as well, and you want to gig or do, you know, busking particularly is really great with this unit. It's loud enough. Or if you just want to sit down and have a jam, you know, something easy to practice through that's very portable, absolutely great deal for less than £100. You know, absolutely amazing really what you get for your money these days. So that's the Roland Cube, or Microcube, sorry, GX. Hope you've enjoyed this demo, guys. Check out Sound Effects Premiere in Ormskirk. My name's Tom Quayle, and I'll see you next time.